Marvel's Spider-Man 2 takes us back to New York City with both Peter Parker and Miles Morales as full-time Spider-Man. This time, they will face their toughest battle yet as they wrestle with their own demons while also juggling some of Spidey's most formidable foes, such as Kraven the Hunter and Venom. The story of Spider-Man 2 is jam-packed, which is both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, you get to see so many iconic Spider-Man moments adapted for this particular version of the character and explore some interesting themes, but on the other hand, Insomniac wants to do it all in 31 missions across 15 to 17 hours. It's pretty hard to do 100% justice to the Black Suit, Kraven the Hunter, Venom, the Osborns, and many other critical Spider-Man elements in that amount of time, while also still offering breathing room. While it's hardly a bad story, it is one that, at times, feels rushed and can result in some big beats feeling undercooked and missing some of the emotional catharsis that the first game masterfully included. Nevertheless, Spider-Man 2 still features a story worth caring about. It's all about how everyone has a monster inside of them, and what happens when that duality is unleashed on a large scale. Perhaps most importantly, it expertly shows why Miles and Peter work as a duo. So much of the game sees them dealing with their problems on their own, resulting in crippling self-doubt. However, when they come together and lift each other up, they become a beautiful team that proves they are both equally worthy of the Spider-Man name. The side missions may make up for some of the emotional juice that is lacking in the main story. They are a major step up from the first game and focus far more on the friendly neighborhood side of the character and are less about beating up people and more about helping average Joes. This is as simple as helping a man grieving the loss of a loved one and providing him comfort by just talking to him about love and life. One of Spider-Man's greatest powers is his heart, and there are multiple missions that showcase this in the game. Spider-Man is such a fantastic hero because he will fight into his last breath to save the world, but he will also be there to comfort someone in a very intimate, personal time of need. Peter Parker and Miles Morales may have superpowers, but these kinds of missions show that they can make an impact without them, and what better message is there than that? As for the gameplay, Insomniac Games created a perfect foundation for this game with its two predecessors. Somehow they managed to up the ante with things like new symbiote powers, web wings, and much more. The new symbiote powers make combat more visceral and aggressive, something that will surely help players empathize with Peter's addiction to his new suit. You can explode in a fit of rage and take enemies down in just a couple of hits, unleash your tentacles to pick up large numbers of enemies and slam them into the ground, and much more. The Traversal on Marvel Spider-Man 2 also highlights why this game is not on PS4. You move through the world so quickly, both from swinging on webs and through gliding with the new web wings, it wouldn't have been possible in last gen. The web wings are a total delight as there's nothing more satisfying than slingshotting yourself into the New York City skyline and gliding between skyscrapers at breathtaking speeds. It is simply euphoric to see Spider-Man moving through the city with total and utter grace. Ultimately, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 captures the essence of the character on a micro and macro level. We get the spectacular combat, the amazing web swinging that every kid dreams of, and a story that tests both Miles Morales and Peter Parker on both physical and mental levels. While it isn't without its flaws, Spider-Man 2 is a sensational follow-up to the previous games and yet another winner for PlayStation players. For Comicbook.com, I'm Cade Onder, and I give Marvel's Spider-Man 2 a 4.5 out of 5.